it is time. The GWL playoffs are back. It is the number 3 Hawks versus the number 4 Wolves. And here are the playoff results so far from the playoffs here in 2024. The Hawks defeated the Bombers. The Ducks defeated the Wolves. The Wolves eliminate the Bombers, surprisingly. And we are here as Camden Gaskell is making his GWL debut. And Ryan Took and Josh Pollock are seeking their second straight World Series appearances here in GWL, as we are going to get things kicked off here as Fred Werner will lead things off for the Wolves. The winner of this game will advance to the World Series. So this is a huge game for both franchises and for GWL, who will play the Ducks in the World Series for whoever wins this game, as Fred Werner will foul this off. And yeah, it's been a great run for the Hawks so far in the playoffs, as they were, well, here's a grounder as Camden Gaskell will make the play and getting out there. But it's been a good run. I mean, the Hawks have had a terrible regular season, and then they come in the playoffs and they're finding one win away from making the World Series, which will be back-to-back for Ryan Took and Josh Pollock, as Joe Perez will walk there. And then for the Wolves, who are the 4th-ranked team in the playoffs, the 4 seed, the worst team in the league, has been making a great run here in the playoffs as they found their way to one more win away from the World Series, just like the Hawks. That's why it's a good game. And Andrew Pollock, he will walk, as that will bring up J.D. Losasso, who's going to crush this, and Kyle Werner can't come up with the fielding there, as that will bring in a run. That's an RBI for J.D. Losasso and Fred Werner with a huge hit to put some men on base, and that is another RBI hit for Fred Werner to make it 3-0. Joe Perez catching himself doing splits right now, and Joe Perez is going to foul this off, but it is a 3-0 early lead for the Wolves, as Joe Perez swings and misses, as they're going to say foul tipped off of it. Here's the instant replay here as Gaskell loads, fires, and he did not hit that, but that's going to be a strikeout for Gaskell. Great pitch, and there's going to be a nice single for Andrew Pollock, as it will bring up J.D. Losasso here, seeking to bring in some more runs. It's going to be another ball. Gaskell making his GWL debut so far, not good. J.D. Losasso will walk 3-0. He stays, and Fred Warner's going to foul this one off. Gaskell throws. That's crushed, but that's going to be foul. Good contact by Fred Werner. They're not being a statue, actually zoning in and swinging and making it interesting. So that's going to be foul. Gaskell will walk Fred Werner, and it will be 4-0 as he walks in a run, and Joe Perez swings and misses. There's some glimpses of some good pitching by Camden Gaskell, but that's going to be another walk, and it's going to be 5-0 Wolves already. 6-0 as it's another walk, and he's pissed, throwing more balls at the camera. And that's going to be a swing and a drive, and it is dropped by Ryan Took as he yells at himself. What is he doing? It is 8-0 Wolves early in this game, as Fred Werner smacks another hit to make it 9-0. This Wolves team, their bats are on fire, and the Hawks have nothing in return. No fielding, no pitching. What are they doing? Not a clue, but the Wolves are on fire as they take a 9-0 early lead in the first inning. This is just belt to ass. And here is another hit for Andrew Pollock, and that's going to make it 10-0 already here, as J.D. Losasso makes this 11-0.
First pitch every time, baby.
Unbelievable. Bats are on fire. There's no stopping them. They don't even have another pitcher that can pitch this inning. In GWL, you have to switch every inning, and it's going to be 13-0. This is just embarrassing. As Joe Perez pops this one up, and it is, what the fuck is Kyle Werner doing? Unbelievable. Watches it fall right in front of him like a little kid catching donuts, and it is 15-0 as Joe Perez flexes in the camera. It is crushed. It is gone. home run, Andrew Pollock, and that's going to make the score an 18-0 Haskell game. As we go to the replay, Andrew Pollock crushes this no-doubter, and that is to the moon as Josh Pollock, his son, stares at it, and that is just embarrassment. That is GWLCS. Are you kidding me? Camden Gaskell doesn't even know what he's doing out there. And that's just pure embarrassment. As Fred Warner is just tired of this as he walks.
Ball down low for ball 5, and they switch.
The Hawks have no fielding, no pitching.
Oh, and he tries
the GWL, you have to have.
Wow,
Ryan Tuck secures the third out. It is 18-0. Middle of the first. GWL, you have to switch every inning, but they don't have any backup pitchers because Kyle Warner can't pitch. So Camden Gaskell was their last hope, who made his GWL debut today after being on the roster all year. But it's all right. It is not all right for the Hawks, actually. But 18-0, which is a great sign for the Wolves as they are making their way easier to going to the World Series as we already saw Fred Warner strike out his son Kyle.
And he gets the catch
the inning of Ryan Tuck will pop out. And Fred Warner, who is starting on the mound for the Wolves, is shutting them out as Josh Fox swings and misses.
Strike one for
wow, Fred Warner's been pitching very great this year. He might be a top Cy Young candidate, but they have so many great pitchers. And Fred Warner is hype as he strikes out Josh Pollock. It is a 1-2-3 inning for Fred Warner, as that will end the first for the Wolves, who have an 18-0 lead on the Hawks going into the second. Unbelievable pitching from Fred Warner, and the Hawks' bats were on fire, and we are back at the top of the second with Ryan Tuck on the mound, who's finally a pitcher that can hit the strike zone for the Hawks.
And
Sasso hits this right into the gap for a double. And Warner is just going to swing at anything, because why not? You're up by so much. It's just embarrassing for the Hawks. Make it more embarrassing for
he
him.
swings and
Fred
misses.
Warner
2-2 in the count.
chops at that one foul. This is hit, and that's another foul. At least he's making good contact. And here's another hit over Josh Pollock's head. Are you kidding me? Fred Warner brings in a run, 19-0 Hawks. Josh Pollock looks clueless out there. And bombs away for Joe Perez. As that is a home run. Joe Perez with a nuke to skyrocket the score, 21-0. This is like a Madden rage quit game. It is 21-0. Let's go to the instant replay here. Joe Perez zones in, smacks that one. That ball was just crushed, and that was a no-doubter. Joe Perez hyped, steps on the plate to extend the lead, 21-0. Pure embarrassment as the Hawks are down 21-0, and there's another hit. And, you know, this is just amazing. You know, a team that was the worst in the league, worst record, coming to the playoffs, and they are so close, so close. They are not playing any games, and Ryan Tuck's going to get the third out, but that's the middle of the second. But the Wolves are playing no games as they're up 21-0 and inching their way to the 2024 GWL World Series, as Camden Gaskell will lead things off in the bottom of the second. And that was a pussy swing there as Andrew Pollock makes a double play. It was kind of meaningless. Nobody on base, but good effort. And Kyle Warner.
That's ball 5 for Kyle Warner.
Stares at that one. Hands it off to Ryan Tuck. He swings and misses. The Hawks just can't find anything for him today, but Ryan Tuck will hit a single to get some golf claps going.
Another curveball hits.
Josh Pollock zones in, hits this. What a hit. Doesn't even matter. That brings in their first run of the day as it inches their way to, they're still down by 20 runs here, but Camden Gaskell doesn't know how to swing it back.
Strike number 2,
21-1 here after the Pollock RBI single. Gaskell's pissed, launches his bat further than he can hit the ball. As Kyle Warner hits this, it is gone! Kyle Warner, first career home run in GWL, and here it is. Kyle Warner. Usually you're not hyped about a home run when you're down by 20, but Kyle Warner, when he hits one, the whole stadium's hyped. And the stadium is pounding. It is 21-4 now This is a meaningless home run, but it is a meaningful one as it's Kyle Warner's first career home run. It comes in the playoffs. But a little too late, but Josh Pollock's going to hit this. And Gaskell's going to stare at that one right down the middle. Pollock loads, fires as Gaskell stares down the middle. Might as well be Helen Keller at this point as he is hype. Pollock is hype. That's going to end the second. 21-4 as we head into the third. And the Wolves are 1 inning away from going to the World Series. And Josh Pollock will be on the mound for the Hawks, their best pitcher. As that's going to hit off his head, but he gets it. Second effort makes the play. 21-4, first out. Great play by Josh Pollock. But all these great plays are a little too late as they are down by way much. Andrew Pollock just swinging at anything, because why not? Strikes out his dad. He wasn't even trying, probably. But who cares? As J.D. Losasso takes a strike right down the middle. And that's going to be a ball. Pollock throws. Swing and a miss by J.D. Losasso. Gets his uncle there. And that's high heat. Not even going to bother swinging at it. He'll just walk. Werner chops at that one like a chopstick. And he hits this, and that's going to be foul. Fred Werner makes great contact. A lot of fouls. Because that's another one. But at least he makes contact. That is another foul from Fred Werner. And this count is a lot. And Kyle Werner dives and makes the effort, but he drops it in and out of his hands. And it brings up Joe Perez. What a hit by Fred Werner. And Perez smacks it, and it is gone. His second homer of the day, Joe Perez. No point in even showing this a replay as it brings the score 24-4 as they're up by 20 in the top of the third. And they're securing their spot to the World Series as this is pure embarrassment for the Hawks. And the Wolves came to play today as Fred Werner with another double. Gaskell throws it to the pitcher. Perez right down the middle brings in another run to extend the lead to 21. Pollock hits this, and his son, Josh, makes the diving play, middle of the third. And this is their last hope for the Hawks on their season here. As Josh Pollock will mope, and the Hawks will mope because there's really no way they come back here as Kyle Werner swings and misses there.
And that's ball 5.
Werner stares at that one. It's going to be a walk. And Ryan Tuck hits this up. And it's going to be foul. Tuck swings and misses. Their last glimpse at maybe anything. I don't think they can get a 21-run comeback. No team has ever done it in GWL history. 25-4 lead. Pollock at the mound, at the plate. As he doesn't bother swinging at that one, that's going to be a walk. And Gaskell, good eye, does his roll, walks there. Should have done it earlier in the game. This is 25-5. 25-6 now as Werner walks. Werner walks. That's a tough nickname. That's all his nickname should be. But he did hit a homer today. The only Hawk to hit a home run today is Kyle Werner. And that tells you something as Josh Pollock bat flips. But it's not even going to go anywhere. As Andrew Pollock catches it and throws it in. Gaskell's going to take the walk here. It's going to bring up Kyle Werner. As it is 25-7, an 18-point lead. It's 25-8 now as Werner walks. 17-point lead. Make that 16. 25-9. This is going to bring up Josh Pollock with 2 outs as he will stare at a ball. Losasso throws. That's going to be a ball. Losasso throws up a softball pitch. Josh Pollock swings. What is he doing? J.D. Losasso secures the out. And the Wolverines advance to the World Series against the Ducks. As Josh Pollock swings at a softball pitch. And we will see you in the World Series as it is Ducks versus the Wolverines.